Yeah, welcome to today's tutorial. If I just joining us, I welcome you all. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you very much. Thank you for the likes and comments. Okay, so for this type of Zara autogele or Zara cap, I've already done the cap, the scarf itself. If you check my previous video, you will get how to make the scarf there. So for this style now, I have unfold, it's 15 inches. So initially I cut 31 inches. So and I 31 inches two times. Then I stitch the two sides. So unfold I have 30 inches. That's 15 inches. So if you open it up, you have 30 inches. That means you cut 31 inches two times, join it together and stitch the two ends. Okay, so another measurement we'll be needing is just a straight one. I might not be finishing this one, okay, so it depends on your choice, but this is what I have there. Let me measure it out for you. Okay, so for this I have 54 initially. Okay, initially I cut 55, so by the time I stitch the two end I have 54 inches left. Okay, and that's just one piece. So for this Zara altogether you'll be needing like three pieces, or if you want it higher then you'll be needing four pieces of ashoke. All right, so I've already done the scarf, so I'll be placing it on this my small dummy for easy tacking. Okay, so I like to work with this small dummy because the head is very soft. So the first one I'll be working with now is the one of 31 inches. We will now start forming the ruffle. Just trying to adjust myself so to give you a better view. All right, so I'll be starting my tacking from here. You can see that I didn't take it to the tip. Okay, so you just shift it in a little bit by 1 inch and you insert your needle. Like I always say, there's no rigid rule about tacking. Okay, you just tack. Once you have your style at the back of your mind, okay, you just tack in such a way that your threads are not visible and you still achieve the style you want to achieve. Okay, so we want to start forming the ruffle now. Then I'm tacking it to the cap itself. So you just pick a little because we don't want our thread showing the other side of our scarf. Okay, so you just tack it down like that. Now start forming the ruffle. So mind you, I'm using the first piece to form the ruffle. So just squeeze it together. There's no particular rule of forming ruffle, okay? You just squeeze it together and use your needle and thread to hold it down. So what I'll just be doing here is I'll be forming the ruffle using my needle and thread to tack it, but at the same time I'll be tacking it to the scarf itself. Okay, can you see? I'm just going into the ruffle that I've just formed like that. Okay, can you see? Just go into the ruffle like that. I'm just trying to adjust my camera there. Okay, so you just go into it, you tighten it up very well and go back. So basically I'll just be tacking, I'll be forming some ruffles, I'll tack it together and also tack it to the base. The base this time around is the scarf, this Zara scarf. Okay, so I just keep on squeezing, and if you notice that I'm only working with the first step, okay, so the second step is still there. So this is just like a first step of ruffle, then the second step of ruffle. We'll be doing it with the second step of ashoke. Sorry about my voice. I have sore throat, so I just have to manage myself to give you this tutorial. Okay, so basically that's what I'm doing. I'm just forming ruffle, tacking it together and tacking it to the base. So if you are just joining us, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe because we have a lot to learn together. Not only together, I'm still coming with a very special just I'm still coming with something special for us. Okay, so we're not just going to be doing all together, we're going to be learning a lot of this channel. So please subscribe to my channel like, comment, let me know whatever you want me to adjust, okay? Or whatever you want me to add, just let me know. And don't forget to share with your loved ones also. So I'll just continue like that till I get to the other side of it, okay? And I'll come back to show you the next thing to do. Okay, so I've gotten to the other side. So, like I said, the way I started is the same way I'm going to edit too. So, I didn't take it to the tip, so I had to stop like 1 inch away from the tip. Okay, don't mind my girl. So, she has been disturbing me. It's just me and her. So, she's mommy's girl. So, I just have to look for a way to film this without her disturbing me. Okay. All right, so just watch what I'm doing. So I want to go into the second step now. So you just basically form ruffle there. Okay. I don't want to distract us with my baby's my baby's ijogon, my baby's wala. So as I'm just trying to adjust my camera so we can all focus on the topic of the day. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to be forming the ruffle, but this time around I'm taking it to the tip. Okay. I'm taking it to the tip a little bit closer to the tip. The reason why it's not on the tip gong 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 is because I'm still going to be placing another one. Remember the 55 inches, I'm still going to be placing it, and I want everything to end at that tip. Okay, so that's why it's not at the tip but very close to it, unlike the first step. Okay, can you see? So now I'm just picking the scarf a little bit because I don't want the thread showing at the other side. Okay, so just picking it together like that. And forming your ruffle, especially the second steps, now you don't want it to be too tight together so that you can achieve the height you want, okay, on time. So because if you use too much fabric, the ruffle will be too heavy. So your customer, or even if you are the one wearing it, you tend to have like a kind of a heavy load on your head. So you want something very light and at the same time to come out gorgeous. Okay, so you won't tighten it. The first one is what you tighten together because we are tacking it to the base. But now the second one, I'm not tacking it to the base. I'm using the first ruffle that I've made, which is being tacked to the scarf, is what I'm going to be using to tack the second one now. So just watch what I'm doing. I'm just going to be forming the ruffle just a little. If you like, you can first use your pin to hold it together before you start tacking so as to know where to tack. Okay, can you see what I've just done? So it's not as tight as the first one. Okay, so it's not as tight as the first one. So I'm just going to continue like that. Okay, can you see? So you can use your needle, your pin to hold it down before you tack. Okay, so So basically, you're just forming raw food. There is no particular formula. There is no particular method of forming raw food. You just want to squeeze something together and tack it. Make sure it's coming out beautiful. That's just it. Okay. So just going up like that. Like I said, I will not be tacking it to the base again because I've already tacked the first step to the base, to the scarf. Okay, so the second one I'm forming on top now, I'll be using the previous one to tack this particular one. So that's how you could be going. If your client or you yourself want it a very big aya, you want ojawaya gele. Okay, so if you want to add another one to it, what you just need to do is you'll be using the previous ruffle to tack the next one you're doing. So that's just it. Okay, so I'll just continue like that. Just keep on tacking. You see, so I'm not going all the way down. I just keep on tacking. Okay, so yeah. So you just squeeze everything inside. Just squeeze everything in Yoruba language. Just say just rumpo. So I know English tend to package it. That's why they call it ruffle. Yoruba is just fupo mora won. You sure you understand? Okay. So you just kind of ruffle it together, sha, okay? So to get the style you want, okay? So this ruffle is very easy. There's no particular method, no particular way of doing it. You just squeeze it together like so and use your needle and thread to secure it in place. Oh, wow. Our ruffle is already coming out. Okay, so I've done it. Can you see what I have? So the second, if you look at the second step I had just come now, it's not really coming out. I don't know why my camera is giving me this. Oh my god. I don't know why it's giving me this. Oh, please, you have to help me manage this video. I don't know. I've turned the camera upside down. I'm just trying to give you a better view, okay? So oh my god. I was just trying to, change the camera, change the position so as to give you the best, okay? So please help me manage this. I don't know. And I can't make another one. I can't make another video because I don't tie gele. Those who know me know I don't tie gele. I'm always on the job 247. So to make another one, even this one, I just going to be at home unless I have someone that wants this exact color. That's when I'm going to sell it. Or else I'm just going to give it out to someone that tie gele. I don't tie gele at all. I'm always comfortable with my job. So please and please bear with me with this video. I don't know. This is how the camera turns out to be. So I don't know. I'm so sorry about that. I'll look for a way to adjust it if I can, but if not, please, you have to help me manage this one. Okay, so now I'm just putting the 55 inches on top of it, so that we are going to be forming a plate. The reason why this one is a plate and not a ruffle is, if you notice your ruffle tends to be shaking. That is it will be going front and back. It's not stable, it's not firm. So this my plate now is what I'm going to use to tighten it together so that it can stay in place. So when your client or you yourself go to Owambe and start dancing, your ruffle will not be shaking. It will not be as if you just put fan abeg on your head and it's shaking. Sure you understand. So you just have to secure everything and put it in place. Okay, so I'm just using this one to form a pleat on top of it. And if you look at the beginning of that now, I shifted it to the tip. It even extend the tip. I extend it to the cap itself where we insert wording or markup. So I use my pen to hold it down there. So you just continue like that, forming plates. If yours can make more than 3 or 4, you can make 5 plates depending on how you make form your own plates. So I just be using my pen to hold it down like that all the way down before I start stacking it. Okay, so I'll plait everything together. I'll plait it, then use my pen to hold it down before I start tacking. So I'm just going to be packing it to the ruffle like that all the way down. Okay. All right, so I've gotten to the end. Can you see our Zara is already coming out? Oh, I'm sorry about this position. I'm so sorry. Please bear with me. So bear with me. That means while watching, you have to turn your video upside down. I'm so sorry about. I don't know. This is how it's gonna come out. And I was just trying to give you a better view, okay? Because my baby is really disturbing. There's no one to give her to, so it's just me and her. So all right, so I've split that now. So you just extend. So this time around, when you get to the end, you pull it. You pull it, so you tighten it together. You tend to pull it. In Yoruba, ema fa, omale tight dada. Sure you understand. So you pull it. So that way, it will hold your ruffle in place. It will not be shaking like I said earlier, like foul tail. So it will be shaking like that. So, this style is like what's it called? Peacock. So I like to call it peacock instead of the Zara. Okay, so it's just like the tail like that. So it won't be shaking. So it will just stay in one place. So you tend to pull it, tighten it very well before you use your needle to hold it down. Your pin rather to hold it down. So at this point, you remember we cut 55 inches. So if you still want to go another round, you can still go another round. You just turn ashoke like that and pleat more on it if you want it to be higher, but I just prefer it this way. So I'm just going to be cutting the excess. I'm going to be cutting it off. Initially I wanted to make it higher, but I just love this height, so I'm going to be cutting that off. Oh, thank God, we are back to the normal position. All right, so that is it. Pin it down, you tighten it very well before you tack. Like I said, I've not tacked, so I'm going to be tacking it. I just want to get the perfect position before I start tacking. You see, so if you want to pleat it, so that's what I'm doing now. You just go all the way like that. If you still want to have more pleats, all the way like that to the other side. But I'm okay with the height I have here, so I'm just going to turn it to the back like that. Use my pin to hold it down. Then I'll cut off the excess there. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do here. So just use your pin to hold it down. That's why I love to work with this small dummy, because the head is very soft, so I can insert my pin anyhow I want it. So going to the back, you cut it off like that. So I'm just going to cut off the excess. Okay, so I'll fold it in. If you like, you can take it to your sewing machine to stitch it out first before folding it. But since it's ruffle, I'm going to be tacking it, so I'll just look for a way to fold it inside and by hiding the rough edges there. So I'll just fold it inside like that, and I'll use my needle and thread to tack it down. Okay, so once you've secure everything with your pin, so it's easy for us to tack. Like I said, no rigid rule about tacking. I'll just be tacking those pieces that I've used pin to hold. Okay, just secure it, make sure your threads are not showing and you still have your style in place. So that's what I'm going to be doing there now. I'll come back to show you the next thing to do. Okay, so for this side, for this side, so I'm just going to be repeating the same thing. Thank God I've stitched this, so I'll just place it to the back and tack also. I'll come back to show you the finished look. All right, this is our Zara. It's ready now. So I prefer this scarf to the cap, because the cap you might have slight change of measurement whereby your client will be complaining that it's too tight, abi it's too loose. But this scarf, you just tie it to whatever shape or size they want. Don't let me blow grammar. All right, so this is the finished look. Thank you very much for watching. If you are just joining us, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell button so as to be notified each time I drop a new video, and drop your comments. I would like to see your own practice too, and don't forget to share with your loved ones. So see you next time. God bless.